sweet Noah friends, welcome to my channel. So before I get started, I just wanted to say thank you so very much for the love, support, and prayers that you showed me from my update video. Um, I mentioned I have been going through a hard time mentally, and you guys showed me a lot of love, and I greatly appreciate it. I was very raw and vulnerable in that video, so I can get into that another time. But today, I want to do some surf nails. Um, and I'm so glad I checked to make sure my audio was going because, yeah, I'm super rusty. I didn't even have my mic on. So thankfully I checked. Okay, so the background's gonna look super crazy. I'm gonna explain why. Because of the plate I'm gonna be using. So first of all, the tan color you see is New Color 997. You can just plop these on there or use two stampers to smush them on there, whichever you want. And Color Vibe Blue Skies for the upper portion. And then I always like to add a clear coat just to kind of smooth things a bit better. So I just needed kind of a base color, of course, but the reason it's crazy is because we're going to be using this plate for Maniology. It is the Surfrider Foundation M232. I saw some images on this I really like and want to use if I can get this off. But they have such different, how am I going to explain that? Like different portions. Okay, now I can show you. So, I mean, it's got the sky, mountain, water, the beach area, kind of all through the ones I'm wanting to use. So it's kind of like I didn't feel like I should do one color straight across. I felt like I needed just kind of something laid down. That way, as I reverse stamp, then we can kind of get the color tones more the way they need to be. That was just to kind of help me get a start. Okay, so first image I'm gonna get is this one. It's got the surf girl. So for the upper tree portion, I'm gonna go to Emerald City B514, and all the rest of it, I'm gonna go ahead and do Acorn B498. But because the trees are solid, would just make that easier instead of me trying to color them in like I tried to do last time. It's fine, you can. It's just if I can make this work, I would prefer to do that. So I have never been good at art. And that's one thing I love about nail stamping slash reverse stamping. It kind of just makes you be an artist, even if you don't have that natural touch. Anybody can do this. And that's a big part of why I do love it so much. Now, because I got different areas to cover, I am applying a bit of the polish all over to try to make sure I get everything in there. Okay, and I'm going to do the same thing for this one. We'll just get those extra bits off real quick. I apologize. Sometimes it takes me a minute to get it off because I don't want to take off something I need. Okay, I'm going to get the surfboard here and I'm going to use Acorn for that pickup and then we'll reverse stamp the rest of it. Okay. Okay, so I also want to do the upper portion of this image. So I want to do Okay, let me explain real quick. I want to take for the sun, it's kind of like the sun's going down. We're going to pull in Pumpkinhead B254. The upper portion of the trees, we'll do the Emerald City and then the rest Acorn. Except, again, I don't want that bottom portion. I just, I don't know. For some reason, I just don't. Oh, missed one. So I've missed doing this. I'm so behind on doing nails, and this is soothing for my soul. So I really needed to do this for myself. Let's see, I don't want to, let me just swipe this direction if I don't knock off polishes. So the van, I'm just going to, you know what? I may end up changing my mind for, let's see, hold on. Okay, so I took the van portion off because I didn't get the whole thing because I didn't think I wanted it. Now that I saw it on there, now I do want it. So that's okay. All I'm gonna do, I went ahead to take it off since I missed the bottom, but I'm just gonna go back for just that portion. I don't need, of course, the rest of it. I don't want to waste this part of the image, so I'm gonna keep that and we'll just do like this. Just gonna go from where I missed it and go down. This was just I saw it and changed my mind. That's all. And that's okay. Not too worried about that part I missed either. It's okay. Because that part's technically, I'm going to take that off because I don't really want that. So we just got the van. It's okay. So basically, once I get it pieced together, it'll be like just like it was before. It's just messed up. But I didn't technically mess up. I just changed my mind. And we ladies like to do that. It's okay. Okay, also I'm going to jump over to this plate, M609 for Maniology. We're going to get this image as well. Cleaned up and then forgot that I was going to get that one too. And what I mean by that is I could always make sure I clean off my scraper card. And I did that before I remembered. And also with this image, I don't want the volcano to be smoking. We don't need Surf Girl to be stressed out here thinking, oh, what's happening? So I'm taking off that smoke. Could have, I guess, made it into clouds if I would have left that other portion, but I'm just going to use this tape and get it off. I don't want it. Okay, so let's start with the water. And this time I'm going to use Maybelline Turquoise Tease. I love this color. Very pretty. So I've really missed you guys. I definitely grow a connection with you and think about you and wonder about you all the time and hope everything is well for you. So I'm supposed to get to see my little brother and excited about that because I don't know what it is. When we two get together, I act like a big kid. Now, I'm basically have always been like his second mother, and I think that's just common for big sisters. So, I definitely tell him what to do and stay on his behind. Where's my other big sisters out there? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. We got to keep them in line. But I definitely enjoy our time together. So I'm looking forward to that. And I need that, with what I've been going through as well. Okay, so I'm gonna finish the other part of the water so that we're not, you're not so bored uh waiting through each little tidbit, and I'll be right back. Okay, friends, a baby fly has decided to join our party. Why of all times? Okay, but I'm trying to go around the surf girl's head. So I'm gonna brace my pinky and I'm gonna kind of start dabbing so I don't like get it on her face. So I just figured I'd show you just in case you were interested. Also, I was like, what is wrong with her? And I realized she's looking up like she was looking up at the sun. She's not broken, guys. She's just looking up. She okay. Okay, so I'm trying to decide what color am I supposed to make the volcanoes? Are So I'm trying to look it up. Are they supposed to be gray, brown? Don't some have greenery? What should we do, friends? Because again, I took the smoke off. I don't want our smoking. Let's see. They all are, the ones I'm seeing are all like ones that have gone off. Let's see. Okay, so I don't want to have scary ones. I want it to be a peaceful scenery. So I'm going to start with Kenny Moyo. Where's my number? 961. Let's just mix part of that. Oh, there goes this cap too. I'm telling you what, I'm still having the issues with my caps wanting to come off. Okay, I'm also going to take part of that tan color and just kind of dabble back and forth between the two. I've never been somewhere that had volcanoes. I don't think. Have you? And I hope that, if there's things you enjoy doing that you're not able to get to, I hope you're able just to tell your friends or family, like, look, I really need to do this for myself. It's good for me. And that you take the time to do that because self-care is definitely needed. Okay, I've got a little bit of Maybelline Tropic Talks. I'm gonna mix with this other green for that greenery down here. Here I am swatting at the fly, and here maybe he just wants to be friends. Okay, I'm gonna use Olay Colors in Nudie for her skin tone. I'm just being silly, guys. I mean, I do, sometimes I do think about weird things like that, but because sometimes I do feel bad. I'm like, first of all, this one's a baby. And then I'm like, he has a family. Okay, so she's gonna have a yellow surfboard. So I'm gonna go to Paparazzi, Be Optimistic. Switching back and forth between brushes. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that because I did do that background like this, The sand area is technically going to be covered. Like I don't need to color that in because the background is going to do that for me, which is why I wanted some background. I'm kind of, I thought I knew where I was going to have my placements. I'm not completely positive now. So I'm just going to kind of move on and then I can decide as I continue. So I want to go here, cute little vacation house. So I'm going to keep the same water color that I used earlier. And so since you've already seen me do that water, I'm going to pause and do this one. That way I keep you from having to watch for a long time. Okay, there's some flowers here at the bottom. So I'm going to go to LA Colors in Frill. There's also some leaves, so of course I won't do those with this color. And if you're new here, when I'm doing the reverse stamping, the coloring in portion, I'm typically using polishes from Dollar Tree or the cheap ones from Walmart. I like to save my Maniology stamping polishes from my own nails or for the pickup. I'll use it for pickups when when I do these, of course. Now this specific polish I don't think was a very good one. Most of them are just fine, but I can tell this one has a little bit of issues. But that's okay, I got issues too. Okay, I'm gonna let those dry. I'm going back to the same yellow I used for Surf Girls board, and we're gonna do this one in yellow as well. Okay, I'm going back to Tropic Talks for the leaves here. And there's also some greenery right beside the little vacation home. Well, that's what I'm calling it. I don't know. Is there a different word for them? Okay, for the little porch area, I'm bringing in Kanimoyo 952. You may have just seen the fly. If so, I do apologize. He just wants to hang out over here. Okay, so I'm just thinking at this point. So let me go ahead and use some of that for this a little bit of this upper portion right here. Okay, now I'm going to Kanimoyo 957. It would be for the, I don't know, what do I call this? The building area, little house area, except, except for the door. Just gonna go around it. Then we'll do it in a different color. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that for this upper portion as well. Okay, now I've got Kanimoyo 941, and I'm gonna finish off the door and the roof with it. So we got some wood colors. Okay, so I'm gonna pull in Color Vibe Whiteout for the cloud area. Now, what I could do if I want to is just use this basically here and there because we have the blue base that can also come through. And also, I don't think that we're going to need to color in that portion because, again, the background colors are going to come through for that as well. So I'll finish the cloud area and be right back. Okay, so I colored in a bit more of the clouds than I originally planned, but I think it is because when I held it over the nail, I felt like that looked better to have a little bit more. So once it's placed, it'll make more sense. Okay, so for these two, I'm going to take that same blue to add for the water. Okay, and I'm going to do the exact same thing for these clouds. So I'm not going to bore you with that. So I will finish this part off camera and be back. Okay, and I don't want to come down too much on the clouds for this because I want that, the sun to be a big focal point. Also, friends, my gosh, I have to tell you, during this little time I've been having, I don't know, guys, I had the most random moment. Let me tell you what I'm doing real quick. I'm also going to go to the yellow for the surfboard. Basically, we're telling a story. So I'm using that same yellow to tell the story. Um, yeah, I had a moment and sis made a TikTok. So I just kind of, of course, put the same things from like my shorts and things like that. I need to go through pictures and do that sort of a thing, but that's only as far as I've gotten. So if you have a TikTok, I'd be so happy if you join me. I have my all my links are listed in the profile area. So I have Instagram, Facebook, and now TikTok. But this here is the baby. This is my true love here. I love doing this. I love the community. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much. But this is where my heart is. The others are, you know, I appreciate those as well, but this is home. Okay, so I gotta figure out what color do we do this fan. Okay, so for the windows, I'm using Sally Hansen on Cloud Shine 194. This doesn't give off a whole lot of color, so I'm just gonna use it for the windows. Also, guys, as far as TikTok and all that, good grief. Sis don't know anything about anything. I had to try to ask questions, try to look up stuff, trying to learn from others. Okay, let's do the van in the fun color. So we're gonna do LA Colors Energy. Um, and originally I'd messed up and had to, thankfully I mean, I got far enough, but not so far that I was like, ugh, like, gonna be super crazy. But I kid you not, I was up all night trying to, I had to undo and redo and oh my goodness. So I'm hoping I've got things okay. The only thing I don't have figured out is I can't figure out how to link my channel. I tried a couple things and it didn't work. And then I read something that said you have to have 1,000 subscribers, but I don't think that's true because I've saw others that have theirs linked. I just couldn't, I don't know. So I just basically wrote my channel down so at least it could be looked up that way. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. That's okay. So I'm not paying too much attention to all the little tiny details because the van to me is not going to be the focal point as much. Look at it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so this one's got a flower. I'm just gonna take that same orange, peachy orange I used earlier for it. Okay, so this is just the way my brain works. These two surfboards have the line in the middle. This one has the line in the middle. So that one is going to be yellow. That's going to be the one she chose. And then I'll do a different color with the others. I apologize. It's getting a little bit like where I could see I was missing some. Sometimes it takes a minute just to make sure you get everything covered. Also, keep in mind sometimes you got to clean out and add fresh acetone to your dish because it'll start getting all mucky. Okay, so I know somebody guessed that Maryland was going to have to come be part of the show. So LA colors in Maryland. Some red in here. And I think I'm going to end up doing both of them with that color, just so there's more than one red thing. So I will do this one and be back. Okay, now I know where I'm going to do my placements. This one, I am trying to kind of make a little bit more, instead of being kind of like this jaggedy, trying to make it a little bit more neat, basically. I'm going to do the same thing to the other one here. Okay, so what I want to do just for those same two is add just a little bit of clouds. So I'm just going to tap some on to make some clouds. Doesn't need to be crazy. Okay, so I'm giving this one a second to get tacky. So I'm going to do this one. I'm getting plenty on the brush so it doesn't pull. So basically, just been slot going bloop across the top and then doop down, down, down. See, now already you can tell it's pulling. I need more. Okay, then I'll wait and let that one also get tacky. And then close your top, of course, so it doesn't dry out. We'll go ahead and get this one on. So you can still see some of the blue coming in for the clouds. Got the color for the water that's different. And then that bottom portion of the base color worked to give like that little walkway. I didn't have to color reverse stamp that portion. Okay, so this one should be ready as well. Okay. Sometimes it takes me just a second to kind of make sure I'm getting it where I really want it to be. So I'm pushing down, but then I'm kind of going rolling over one way and then the other way. So again, I did not have to color that or reverse stamp that part. It worked out doing that. So this one, if I'm going to be putting them together, I'm going to do this top portion first, I think. Let me see. Actually, mm, yeah. So definitely want that sun on there. Okay, I've got to line it up with that tree. Where'd my correct tree go? Okay. And again, you can either pull these pieces off, tuck them under, or if you're going to wear the nails, you can get a brush with acetone on it and just clean them off. But because I don't use the nail tips, I don't wear them, excuse me. I just tuck them under or pull them off. Okay, so real quick, let me just tell you what I'm going to do. Part of that tree got some of that orange on there, so I'm going to take this color and fix that, and I'll be back. Well, just in case you're wondering, I'm just taking my brush over it to cover up that orange. And if it's like still comes through, you can do it a couple of times and it'll cover it. Let's see, you'll see something right there. Okay, this one's gonna get this surfboard. Oh, and this one's gonna get these two. Okay, friends, let's go surfing. All right, so Surf Girl has gone to vacation. She got her little hut. Is that what they're called? Is that the word I was looking for earlier? Hut. I think so. So she got her yellow surfboard sitting there. And then we got the red one here just to keep with the surfing theme. And then Surf Girl is enjoying the sun, looking up, fresh air. No volcanoes going off. We took that smoke off. And then the same like this one, red one here, and that yellow one that she picked right there to continue that surf theme. And then she got her little van with her surfboard over here, watching the sunset go down. Like a little painting, which really is what reverse stamping is. It's like a little painting on a smaller canvas. Now, I do try to put the pictures in the community post. I don't know what it is, friends. I can't get the pictures to do right. I know at one point it wasn't even wanting to take them because something with the resolution, I had to change something to get them on there. And then it makes them, it like dulls them, and I can't figure it out no matter what I do. So I do apologize for that, but I will, still, of course, put one up. I really enjoyed this. I really needed to do this. I greatly appreciate you being here and hanging out with me and watching and listening. Thank you so very much. And I hope to see you again soon. And until then, take care of yourselves, friends. Love you. Have a blessed day. Bye.